In a previous video called Risky Thrifting, I gathered together 10 untested electronic items to see how many would work and turned it into a guessing game for my viewers so that they could guess before they saw the results. Now, I'm not going to spoil those results. If you want to see that video, it is in the description. But now I have 10 more electronic items that have not been tested. I'll tell you about them and give you a chance to guess how many of these will work. That's coming up on Risky Thrifting Volume 2. If you're gonna guess what's gonna work over here, it might as well be an educated guess. So let's go through these items one by one. Here's the item that I'm most interested in checking out. This was a Goodwill find. It is an RCA SelectaVision VideoDisc Player. I managed to acquire a video disc at a flea market to test this with. So I really look forward to seeing if this works. Now, even if this doesn't work, this is one of those items that is probably worth repairing because these are collectible. All right, this is a Samsung DVD player / VCR, and it has the remote up here. It's taped to the top, and I consider that a good sign. If someone took the care to make sure that the remote was included with this, it means that maybe it works, you know. If it was just a trash item, they wouldn't even care if the remote and the DVD / VCR was together. In order to say this works, it has to be able to play a DVD and play and record VHS tapes. Here's a box that says mobile DVD system. Now this box has been resealed. Someone got into this and resealed it. I don't even know if what's in this box is what's supposed to be in this box. So that's the first thing to check is this stuff really in there? And if it is, does it work? Here we have a Sharp CD cassette jam box. In order to say this works, the CD needs to play, the cassette needs to play and record, and the radio needs to work. All right, here we have an old GE dictation style tape recorder. This one looks pretty old, and the older these are, the more likely the belt's worn out. This will have to both record and play back for me to say that it works. Here is a standalone Frogger video game. It plugs into the TV using this composite video, and of course that's the audio. Here's an interesting computer peripheral. It's called an Easy IDE. What it lets you do is hook up IDE devices via a USB port. I'm really curious to see if this is going to work. During my last Risky Thrifting video, this device was in a box with a microphone that I tested, but I did not test this device out. One of my viewers, James Bennett, told me this is a Griffin iMic. It's an external audio device, USB obviously. I'll be checking this out. This is a Razer DeathAdder Elite gaming mouse. It has your typical buttons plus some programmable buttons. I'll check it out, see if it works. This is in a box, but it's not sealed in the box. This is kind of a novelty item. It looks like an old telephone handset, but it plugs into a modern cell phone. Now that you've seen the 10 electronic thrift items that are being tested, I'm going to ask you to guess how many of those items do you think will work. If you want to be more specific about what you think will work and what you don't think will work, that's fine too. The only thing I ask is no spoilers about the final results in the comments. This would be a good time to pause this video. Okay, my guess, 7 out of the 10. 70% is passing after all. Time to test this gear. I'm going to start with the pop phone. Let's get into this box. It's very rubbery and there's a button here. I'm calling the ThriftyAV voicemail and it is ringing.
I'm checking to see if the pop phone works. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Next, I'm going to try out this GE tape recorder. I'm going to use one of these tapes donated to ThriftyAV by Music Boomerang member Digital. And I hit play and record, and it appears to be recording. This is a test of the ThriftyAV
broadcast system. This is only a test.
Pretty noisy. I tried a head cleaning and a demag to see if that would help.
Test recording number 2 after a head cleaning, a demag, and letting the electronics warm up for a little while.
I don't think that sounds as good as it's supposed to, but it is working, so I'm going to call that a pass. Next up is this Sharp boombox. I'm going to start by seeing if the CD player will play. Let's see if we can tune in a radio station. FM radio works. Let's see if I can record the FM radio.
This is the Pet Show with America's favorite pet expert, Warren Eckstein. Warren's the author of How to Get...
Okay, so FM radio worked, and I was able to record FM radio. Let's listen to AM radio.
More Microsoft 365 on us.
I had to relocate the radio to pick up an AM station, but I was able to. 3 of the devices I'm testing are USB devices, so I got my HP laptop out. I want to start with the Razer DeathAdder Elite gaming mouse. Everything seems to be working on this mouse. The scroll wheel works, the scroll click works, left click works, right click works. This button changes the DPI setting. And when you're on a website, these 2 buttons will page forward and page back. And I'm sure they could be programmed for games as well. So all buttons working, LED works. Probably pull these stickers off and start using this as my primary mouse now. And by the way, yellow tags were half price. I paid $2.50 for this. This Griffin iMic was designed for a Mac. I don't have a Mac, but I'm going to see if it'll work with a PC. First of all, let's see if it's recognized. Okay, setting up a device. We're setting up iMic USB audio system. Mic USB audio system is set up and ready to go. I'm going to try plugging a microphone in and a set of speakers in. Mic check, testing 1, 2, 3. This device is working as a microphone preamp plugged into the laptop. This device recorded just fine, but I never was able to make it playback audio. I tried the switch in both positions here. I tried digging into the settings on Windows 10. It may be a compatibility issue with Windows because this was designed for a Mac. But regardless, I'm going to say this was a fail because it does not play back audio on my gear. Next up is the SOHOUSB Easy IDE. So let's get this thing plugged in. I had to change the jumper settings from cable select to slave on this CDRW. But once I did that, the Easy IDE easily recognized this CDRW drive and was able to access contents on a data disk. Next up is this mobile DVD system. Let's first see if the right stuff is in this box. That looks like a DVD screen. That looks like a DVD player with a screen. There is no power adapter. Here's an unexpected bonus. We have 10 episodes of Busy Town Mysteries, the biggest mysteries ever. I've hooked these up to this universal power adapter, and I have power to both of these. I'm going to pop a DVD into this. Okay, I'm playing for a few dollars more. I have video, I have audio, both screens are going, so I'm going to call this a success. Next up is this Frogger game. Right now there's nothing, but it might need new batteries. Alright, so I am now playing Frogger. Time for the Samsung DVD VCR. When I plugged it in, it lit up, and that's a positive sign. Let's power on the remote, and it says on. That's a good sign. And the remote, the batteries worked. Let's try the DVD first. Oh, there's a DVD in here. Okay, it looks like the DVD is working. Time to check out the VHS. And the VHS is working. Now let's see if this will record. I'm going to record some Frogger action here. Okay, this was the Frogger game that I was playing earlier, and it is playing back just fine. So this VCR does record and play back, and the DVD works too. So, alright, now for the grand finale, the RCA SelectaVision VideoDisc Player, and I thought an old CRT would be most appropriate for this one. Let's turn it on, and we have a light indicating that it does power up. Let's take it down to load. I'm going to put this in, and I think I just pull it out. And then I'm going to hit play. It's making some interesting noises. And I have video. This thing works. I want to go ahead and try the buttons on the front. First I want to try pause. Okay, it paused the video, but it did not put a still frame up. Let's visual search forward. Okay, this is a fast forward. It seems to be working. Okay, so the rewind is working. The fast forward is working. Let's try rapid access. Okay, with rapid access, it's going to scoot way ahead in the movie. Those are chapters, I assume. Let's go backward. So the rapid search, you cannot preview, but this visual search lets you see as you scoot forward and backward in the movie. I'm curious to see if there's any of these movies that are not available on modern formats that I could use this SelectaVision to transfer. But I am very pleased that this device is working. So 9 out of 10, I'd say that's pretty good. It could possibly be 10 out of 10 if I tested this Griffin iMic with a Mac. Maybe the speaker side would work with a Mac. I don't know, but if someone wants to test it on their Mac, let me know, and maybe we can arrange for shipping so you can let me know if it works. I was a little disappointed that the mobile DVD lacked a power adapter and did not have a remote either, but those can be remedied, and this was certainly cheap enough. And I was most excited that the RCA SelectaVision capacitance disc player worked. I want to do a video just about that, even though Techmoan and Technology Connections have already done it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you to my patrons for supporting this channel, and remember, stay thrifty, everyone.